Testing, testing. Are we live on all platforms right now? By golly, I sure do think we are. I don't think anybody... Oh, we got a couple people on YouTube. I'm getting notifications on my phone that we're live now. That's exciting. Friends, I'm so tired right now. So tired. Wow, look at this. Hello. Hello. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Everything's working just fine? I put a couple things into this stream. I prepared a little bit today, which is exciting for me because I don't usually prepare for streams, do I? No, I just get started. Isn't that right, Lucy? Lucy the cat, everyone. Give it up for Lucy the cat. Yippee, yahoo, woohoo. Okay, so what's the plan for today? I have a couple things here on my, I think this is called a stream deck. Not really sure, but we have things on the agenda. The first thing I really want to do is give you all a world tour. Now, obviously, we've been everywhere in this world several times throughout the history of this series. It is straight up nighttime out there. That's cool. Let's go through here. But I kind of just want to go in order of how we went through the world to begin with. You know, we started from a very meager place, just in a wooded biome. Also, I should warn you, this bedrock has been very glitchy for me. I've had some trouble with it recently. We are in a copy of the world because I have started recording episodes in advance. So episode 45, it's kind of in the editing bay right now. We're working on it. So this is technically in the past. This is a past iteration, and I have added some instances, but I did save uh, the world before we started and everything. It's I figured things out to make this work. To make this work. Blah 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 blah. Um but yeah. It is snowing. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, I always do that. Just, you know, extra one for luck. There we go. Look at how I've tried to turn my render distance up. I don't know why it's like this. This world tour is gonna have like limited visibility for some reason. I did everything I could, guys. I can't fix this. I don't know how to fix this. But let's look around. Let's take a quick tour, my friends. Oh, real quick for the video because I'm gonna forget to do this. We are streaming now, so ow, ooh, ouchie. Let's yeah, let's get started with the stream. So first things first, we got ourselves an oak tree. That's pretty cool. Wow, this world tour is pretty good, isn't it? We're gonna start at the entrance to town. Uh, this snow, man, this is gonna be kind of ridiculous to watch. I fear that'll be okay. Um, let's see. Let's just get us to a good starting point. Should have started us out here, but that's all right. That is all right. I think we are going to probably start from the Watcheye building. So, this is how we enter town. I remember coming across this giant lake, seeing mountains in the distance that we can't see from here due to the fog, immeasurable fog. This is insane. You can see I add in episode 44 this little sign right here that was in, I believe, episode 10 of in one of the SV files. So we're just gonna. Sorry, like I said, I didn't sleep last night. I'm super tired. But we got, you know, population, welcome to Snowy Valley. We got the arrows that were on there. Pretty plain looking sign, but I wanted to keep it the same as the one I built for that one clip a long time ago. Let's just see what pops out at us first, you know? We can finally see the back end of this house. I don't know if I showed it in that one episode, but we have this house right here. We've got that copper up there is aging, and I don't like how that looks. I want it to be back to its like regular coppery look. But first, I think it's appropriate that we go down this path first. In episode 15, we built, we started building at least, this massive thing, the Watch Eye building. This was a very fun and exciting build. Kind of set the stage for how the series would go, how the storyline would go, and everything like that. I still have not changed that glass pane up there. It's supposed to be white, not yellow. I don't know why it's like that. Don't know why it's like that. Before we built that though, we built this little shack over here, which is pretty cool. Go inside. It's still got so much stuff that I forgot was here. Uh, it has been a while since I've been over here. Um, we are currently in season 3 of Winning at Minecraft, over, or right at the tail end of it. Each season is about 15 episodes. And we are, this is part of episode 44. So it's, look how big the rabbits are. Those are crazy, man. Those are crazy. I like them. Anyways, yeah, episode 44. I'm so sorry for yawning, guys. We are one episode off from the season finale, which is crazy, cool, incredible. Um, I'm super excited for that episode to release. Hope you guys watch it. Inside, we get the Watch Eye logo again. I've done several different iterations of this rug, of this carpet. Obviously, there was one that we did in the bunker in episode 27, which we will not be able to see because that is in a different world. Um, I'll admit that that one is not in the vanilla, in the regular uh, Snowy Valley save file. I had to do that in a creative world because it just had a whole bunch of blocks that I wouldn't be able to get. This one also did fall into that same trap because I ended up having to. This isn't a realm anymore. It was a whole thing. There's a technical issue. That's why there are boxes in here that shouldn't be. Anyways, rug. I just spent some time talking about the rug. We have the receptionist desk. We have the vote for Graphite for mayor, which took so much time. We will get to see that later today. And I believe we're going to see the one that I altered in creative mode because that's what world I opened this up in. I don't remember. Maybe. It's you know. As you can see, this is the bathroom, which has not been done at all, and definitely needs to be gotten to ASAP as possible. We'll just take a tidy peek. Oh my gosh, guys. I should have slept, shouldn't I have? Oh well. Little offices. Offices. This is kind of remembering for me too, because I don't remember a whole lot of what I put in these rooms. Little break room. Nice. Look out through the door. I like the garden area. Looks really cool at this time of day. This is also how you can tell that it's not a perfect square, because if you look up, it is a rectangle, which sucks. We got a little wishing well. Which I should have added the little thing where I put ores at the bottom. We'll probably do that later. That'll probably be in episode 64 that I do that. I'm really putting things off, aren't I? Let's see. I deleted the map for this building a while back because it was just kind of in my folders, so I don't remember. Obviously this is the communications room. I don't usually go this direction either. When I am coming through here, like in character, this is not the direction I usually go in. Administration room, which is pretty quaint, pretty nice. I've been obsessed with the word quaint recently, haven't I? Room 107, nothing in there. Oh, no, is that? I feel like this is somebody's room. Was it? Was this HR? Was this Quentin's room? I think. Yeah, Director Stevens always has his computer open. Director Stevens, of course, is voiced by the great RDZ, who will be in Murder Mire and several other upcoming projects. I'm very excited for all the upcoming projects. And he's gonna be one of the people who's gonna be showing up in a lot more. We've got a whole system put together. This room is a closet. Is there anything in here? Of course there is. Yeah. And I left instructions for how to get logs or for how to get planks. Um, the server room, which I remember waiting in the spider spawner down in the caves. Took forever to find it, but we managed to make all of these looms, and then I had to do it again for this episode, which you will kind of get to see later on, or tomorrow, because I'm going to try to edit this as fast as I can tonight. We have HR. Nobody really goes to the HR. Nobody really has any problems that I know of. And then archives room. Excuse me. This place, I think this is my favorite room. I like how it looks. I like anything that's like library oriented. I love it. These are the books that let's grab these books, shouldn't we? I forgot what these are. So we've got these are my notes from down in the hole from episode 20. Upon first entry, I found a cat, probably wandered from the village, plane of iron, so many monsters, loudly crying face emoji, buzzing. And zombie dropped an iron ingot. That was pretty cool. This was also whenever I got 100 subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty cool. We are up to 1,900 now. 1 year, 1,900 subscribers, and 2 people watching on the stream. That's great. But that's fine. What does that mean? That's funny. What else is here? We got this one. What does this one say? This is my welcome to George to Snowy Valley. I think is that all? Looks like it. Yeah. The copper armor stand right here, which is weird for reasons that you'll see in episode 45. That's actually something that I don't understand. But we won't worry about that too much. And then we have, of course, across this room. Let's not look at that. In fact, let's close that door. And then we have rooms down here. We got this room, which I really like, flowers and stuff. And more offices on this side. We also have this water cooler right here, which is pretty cool. And then we have stairs leading up. Let's go up the stairs. Hello, second floor. First thing we're going to see is the janitor room. Nothing in that chest. I always have to check the chest just because I put things in them all the time. A little pebble on the ground. I like that detail. A little mop bucket. That was hard to make. I remember showing... Ooh, there's a barrel. That's a chest. Graphite, come on. Barrel? Yeah, nothing in the barrel. I remember showing this to a friend of mine from work actually, which was kind of weird because I never really tell people about this channel or the things that I do, but I showed them. It's like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool because I can tell what you're trying to make. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I guess so, man. Uh, this is the little gym. Can you tell I've been to a gym several times in my life? Oh yeah, look at the squats and whatever else I'm doing. Bench pressing. We got treadmill, I believe this was. Run, run, run. We got the leg thing where you sit here and you raise your legs. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm figuring this out. This is the thing that you punch. The and the mirror, which I still really want mirror blocks. I don't know why we haven't gotten mirror blocks yet. I cannot wait for the next update, by the way. I'm gonna have the little hospital room, the little nurse's office, which uh never mind. Not gonna spoil anything. That'd be stupid. Nurse's office. That's the gym again. We got this little area, which, by the way, special things. I'm gonna announce this right now. On August 10th, I am going to be streaming again, although I'm not going to be talking a whole lot. I'm going to do a little bit of talking beforehand and afterwards, just kind of going over some things. This is the laboratory, by the way. I kind of just threw things in place in here. Uh, but on August 10th, I will be streaming episode 30, the I Press the Button episode. And it'll be really fun. I'm going to be doing some commentary for it. The reason I'm mentioning it as we go through this room is because there's a scene in this room that you all did not get to see in that episode. In fact, it gets cut off. It was right after Cross is wandering through the caves or through the darkened halls of the Watch Eye building, and then comes up here and hears the voice from Vatuja. Uh, and you'll finally be able to see that deleted scene. Not deleted scene, just cut scene. Uh, it has been referenced before, and you'll finally be able to see the full understanding of what that scene was. Here is a blood room, blood labs. That's what we're doing. And I left some instructions for something right up here. Let's. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I I cannot wait. I cannot wait to move to Java, which will be fairly soon. We have a lot of Java videos in the works. Let's look at the transmission room, guys. Look at this. Who are these guys? Uh, I don't know. Look at them. I like this room just because of that picture's there. It makes it feel like it is that we're transmitting to them. Just fun. We got the map room, which you'll be able to see in episode 45. I really shouldn't be spoiling the things in episode 45 because that one, you guys will see it when it comes out. Bunks, bunk room, bunk bedroom, which I have had to build and replace a lot because I kept sleeping in these beds and then getting stuck and having to break the beds. Ugh, terrible. Offices again. We've looped back around. These are bunks. Offices. I love this part of the second floor. We got a little bench right here. We got another little rug, which you can see different from the rug downstairs, but I do like this one a little bit better. I do like the black surrounding the white iris. I like this window here, and of course inside we've got a little meeting room. We're gonna go inside the meeting room and look at the dog. I love this dog. And this side we have a pretty good portrait of some guy being depressed on a mountain, which is pretty cool. Meeting room is really nice. I like this room. It does have a different ceiling height than the rest of the place. And I can't remember why that. No, it's because of the window. I do remember why that is. See, guys, I'm smart. I've still got intelligence in my head somewhere. Do 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 do. Upwards we go. Up here. Let's. I don't even know which way to go up here. How do I go about this? We got a little telecom place where you call in and tell them your problems or whatever. Out in this hallway, we got a surveillance room where you can look at the surveillance stuff. Look at all that. Look at all that. Over here, we have this room that I didn't know what to do with, so I just put a long table and some flower pots with some tree saplings in. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The armory. Love it. We got some wooden swords because that's all I could afford at the time that I built this. And we have some of these things, which you know something? That's what I was having so much trouble with the villagers in. I forgot that this building was probably close enough to the village that it would affect what the villagers connected to. Uh, I had a lot of trouble getting villagers into the village. We'll look at that here in a moment. Regular room, radio room. We have so many radio rooms in this place. Radios are pretty important to the story. Uh, Another one of these offices. I think these are all offices across here. But in here is the media room, which we saw in episode 39? Yeah. Yeah. The one where I shot a little commercial, which that is my favorite episode to date, was recording the mayoral election and recording my little ad that I put out. I loved that ad. I thought it was so fun. I also loved recording the mayor's ad, although his voice is a lot harder for me to do because it's so high pitched. It was meant to be a Charlie Day impression uh, long ago. With the recording studio, I was planning on doing some bits where we have Cross in here talking on the mic. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that, but it's here if I ever change my mind and we do that. Uh, I don't know what this is. What that wall of slime balls and dripstone is just stuff I had on hand. I was like, we'll put it on the wall. It'll look cool. Trust me, trust me. It didn't look cool. Office room. We got another room with a long table. Got the interrogation room. I don't know if we will ever use this room, but by golly, it's here, isn't it? Yeah. And then, what else do we have? The mail room, which we're never gonna use a mail room. What are we mailing, you know? But I do like this room. It's a little small, but I like it. And then I believe we can go through this call center room. We can look at the other side. Pretty much similar to the other call center area. And then we're going to walk through this side into this hallway again, through this door, out into the little plaza area. What a wonderful little balcony. Little balcony up here. You can see all the way down. Look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. Yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I keep looking away right as I'm going through doors, and I really need to stop doing that. I'm getting stuck in the doorways, and it's embarrassing. We are not done looking at this place, though, because there's stuff down here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we built this ridiculous contraption right here. Uh, is this broken? Do I need to fix this? Okay? No, 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 no. This is how it's supposed to be. This is the code to get in. I remember the code. I thought that was wrong. Jeez. It's been forever since I've played in this world, guys. I've been working on a lot of other things. So many other things. The only reason I've been in this world for the past like week has been grinding for emeralds. Do I have any? Yeah, look at my inventory. Look at this. 6. I got so many feather falling books because I'm gonna combine them. Uh, I think I have all the enchanted books that I need. We have 13 emeralds and 7 books left to spin though. What's this one up here? Protection 4. I've had It's been a process, guys. It's been a process. Let's look around down here. We have like 3 rooms, I believe, down in this little area. Look at that fog. That's ridiculous. If I can remember where the rooms are. Here's one. Here's a room. Oh, click the button, Graphite. Come on. Wow. At episode 21, maybe? I don't remember much around that era. But I remember I saw Pearlescent Moon, that is, did some things with the firework banner, or the fire truck banners in the shelves, and I love the way that looks. So I decided to use that here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Got some exposed pipes down here. We got the button, which we're not gonna press, guys. We're not gonna press that button again. You really thought. We have this wall of things and whatnot, which is interesting. Computers, I don't know. Not a whole lot in here. I get this going over here. I like that. I think this is a nice detail. I should have gotten inroads before I built this room. And then the door that I can never get through. And I believe back here. Oh, we got a crafting table still sitting here. Yeah, the other nether portal. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't feel like going down there because that takes a minute. But we can look at what we did. We have water sitting. Look at the water, Graphite. Come on. Why are you stupid? Why did I choose that log? That's kind of a strange choice. Clearly I didn't do that over here. But we just have some things happening in this room. That's really what it comes down to whenever I'm making lab rooms, is I just put things that are colorful and look strange. I really like the carpet on the ground, the warning carpet. Black and yellow is always a fun thing to do. Let's go look at whatever the next room is. Come on, get out the door. Thank you. Oh, there's a chest here too. There's so many materials lying around that I need to pick up. Goodness gracious. We're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna get to this area soon enough. Let's look at a bigger picture of it, and then we'll come back to this door. Do 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 do. Yeah, right over here. We will have to build a crane here in a future episode. We're just working up to it. Look at that. Look at that. I like that. Pretty cool, pretty neat. Let's go look at this other room now. We've been in this room. I think this was the most recent room we built in 26, I think. Which is crazy. We're 44. It's been a hot minute since I've worked in this place. But this is this. Where's the sniffer at? Where's the sniffer at? I hate bedrock, man. What the heck? Okay. Well, this is the little sniffer enclosure. We had. Feel like there was something in there too. I cannot stand bedrock in the way it reloads worlds. But we got that stuff. How do did I put a button? I did put a button. I thought I locked myself in for a second. That would have sucked. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that's down here. Don't worry about that door. Yeah, let's skididdly daddle on back up to the Back up to the surface, shall we? And then let's how is this usually arranged? Like that? Look at that. I love that redstone. Very pleased with it. And then we'll travel back up here, and we're gonna go look up at Snowy Valley now. The village itself. It's still snowing. Wowee. Alright, but it's all covered in moss now, so it looks nice and good and quaint and cute. I keep saying quaint. It's quaint. Yeah, sure, man. I know we just looked at it before in previous episodes, but we're gonna go through this now, because there are villagers in here now. Look at this guy. I haven't traded with you at all, but he's got an eye patch. I love these rooms. I love these rooms so much. This is, I think, my favorite thing. This duplex right here. It's so good. The little windows. The shelves are so nice too. Man, I love this game a lot. I just can't stand the mechanics of Bedrock. I'm just kind of wandering through and let you guys take a look as I glance sporadically around. Dandelions are everywhere. It's really hard to find flowers, guys. Really hard to find flowers. A lot of gray beds because I just have that sort of wool. Down here we have this guy. If I remember correctly, these particular villagers were difficult to get in because I didn't really give myself a whole lot of room to do it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm yawning so much. It's, what is it, 11 a.m.? 11:30? Look, these guys, these villagers, hello. He still doesn't want to trade sticks with me anymore. Look at that. Look at these. The leads. The leads have been something I've been trying to play with a little bit more often. But yeah, all of these homes are identical, excuse me, for the most part, which is okay. Let's go up here. Let's say hi to the farmer and the fisherman. We got our little barn. Our barn's really nice and cute, not quaint. I don't want to jump up there because I don't know how much it works, but it looks like there's some wheat still growing. Ridiculous. I bone mealed a lot of this in the beginning, but then the second time around, I just let it grow, which is nice. Every time I come in here, I feel like there's something else that I'm missing to show you. I still have not fixed the glowstone, even though I do have frog lights now. But we have the farmer and the fisherman up here, who I will likely never trade with. I don't like trading with villagers, guys. It's frankly quite annoying. But they were the most difficult to come up here because villager boats, they get stuck on the path blocks. Whenever you're dragging them, they won't get off the path. Coupled with the extra pixel that the moss carpet provides, it it hates this. It hates this so much coming up here, and this is such a narrow walkway. So it was very difficult dragging the boats. Um, let's go back down here. The Overlook Bistro. We like this place. Now we have the movement of this guy standing behind the counter. Hello, the smoker. I changed the door here. Oh, this guy's stuck in the door. I changed the door here so that they can't leave. Although he's really trying to. But now we have two cashiers. Which is really nice. And they serve this stuff, beef and whatnot. I think this is one of my favorite places, actually. I do really like this place. A little outdoor seating area. Maybe I could have thought of something to put on this wall. I don't know. Maybe some sort of like extra menu. I'll think about that a little bit. I'll think about that. Click the door. Come on, graphite. So we went through those 4 houses. Let's go up here. This door is open for some reason. We got this place. Look at this guy. He's like a little guy looking over the counter. There's 2 of them back here. The brewers, the clerics, if you will. I'm gonna be using them for redstone a whole lot, I fear. But yeah, I like this place specifically for the frog lights. I'm a big fan of the frog lights. Huge fan, massive fan of the frog lights. Oh, the barrels there too. I keep forgetting. Okay, so barrels make fishermen, I believe. And that's why I kept getting so many fishermen, because I kept using barrels in all these builds. It's all my fault. All my fault. Goodness gracious. This house over here, I think I cut it out of the last video because it was getting really lengthy. And I forgot to put a villager in here. I might have to do that. I don't really want to. But anyways, this house, I found like the structure for it buried in the snow when I was placing all the moss. And then I had to build the rest of the house because I was like, well, I mean, it's here. What am I supposed to do? Not do that? But, yeah, that... I need to put somebody in there. I keep forgetting that this house exists. In here is a place where we are going to spend some time later on. Maybe not, because I did grab all the books already. But we have everything you could possibly need. We even have Bane of Arthropods. One of these guys has it. But they also mainly have... Oh, hello. Oh. I need to take this out of my hand. This is that little thing. The spyglass. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that... You know, this window doesn't really look out to anything interesting. But these guys... You guys sure do have an interesting view. Sorry guys, I'm yawning so much. Oh, you must hate me. We can't really see out of these windows because of the dark and the snow. This one has an interesting view. You can see a roof. Cool. Roof. Jeez. I'm barking on stream. Let's go this way, out here. There's still not much in here. I decided not to do much. It's just an empty room to store people. Store the people I've captured. Horrible, horrible thing. What's in this barrel? Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. We'll come back for that here later. We've got inside the prison. Look at this place. Let's go in here. Little areas for prisoners to go. The strays are gone though, aren't they? I don't know which cell they were in, but I haven't checked on them. That's kind of unfortunate. Give it a little bit of flavor, you know. I think the only prisoner we have now is... Yep, Quentin Burbaki, and he's sleeping in his bed. Look at that. Look at that. He can't bother us right now. Aw, how cute. He's asleep, guys. He can't bother anybody when he's asleep. He can't do any freestyle rapping when he's asleep. Goodness, that guy. I rarely write any dialogue for Quentin. Because I think it's more fun to just go into posts and start speaking in a high-pitched voice over myself. I think it's really funny. I think it's really fun. But sometimes it gets a little confusing. I like this area. This area just looks nice. It looks like a carnival, but I like it. I enjoy it. Get a little smokestack of fire pit right here, middle of town. Goodness gracious, I'm tired. Um, Over here, this guy's house. He's just on a boat. For fun. Stonecutter. That's what this guy is. And on the other side of his house, I guess I could have walked out the other end of his door. We have these rock piles here in the path that I made in the last episode. Really nice area. Really nice area. Since we're near it, I think it's this direction. Yeah. We come across this path right here. We need to kill more copper golems for this bridge. Look at this thing. The big courtroom that we had in the courtroom episode, which took forever to make, a month or so. I had to rebuild this entire thing in Java Edition so that I could record it with replay mod and the two people who were in it. That was the Wired Spider and Stomperella, who again will be in future episodes and future videos a whole lot, not episodes of Winning at Minecraft, because this remains to be a mostly single player world. But they had a whole lot of fun doing this, they told me. And I had a lot of fun doing this as well. So, win-win. Little judges area. This is what Stumpy was seeing the whole time. This was a lot of fun. This was a fun video to shoot. I was going to originally do it super unscripted and improvised with two IRL friends. So it would be me, Spamilton, and a friend in real life who lives like 2 hours from where I do currently. But unfortunately, we just couldn't make it work. Things kept coming up, and so I eventually just sucked it up, wrote a script, and now we have the episode that we have today, which was super fun. Both of those people, the Wired Spider and Stumperella, Spider and Stumpy for short, as I call them, are going to be in Murder Mire, which I'm super excited for. You guys should be super excited for Murder Mire. Here in a bit, I'm going to play a little teaser too. But I want to finish this tour. And then I want to, I'm going to finish the tour first. Let's go back across this bridge, shall we? No, let's stick to the path. We dug this path for a reason. We're gonna stick to it. All right, down here. Ooh. In episode 20, we built this private property. This was the hole that we went down to find the button way back in episode 20. I have not revisited it since, but it has been a very important thing hovering in the background of every episode. I do really like this crane. I think I did very well on the crane. I think the crane's really nice. My first edition of bricks in the world. I remember this being a lot more cluttered than it is. Huh. I really just built a box. That's kind of underwhelming. But it's here. I like it. Should we go up onto the crane? Should we go up on the crane? Let's go up on the crane, guys. Up, up, up we go. Up, 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 up we go. Yeah. In episode 30, I fought some blazes up here. And that's a really hard thing to record. But yeah, you can see all the string because it's super visible now. Ugh. Down we go. yeah, let's go look at the crevice now. Let's go look at my home. My home for the past 45 episodes almost. Right across this bridge. Look at this place. This is my home. And it looks terrible with this dumb render distance that Bedrock has. I cannot stand this. Where should we start? Where do we start with this? Let's start with this is storage. No, let's start out here. Well, I need to figure out more ways to get rid of this ice because it's an issue. It looks ugly. But yeah, this is where the frogs, Frigg, Freg, and Frug were born. Or just one of the frogs, Freg, maybe? I don't remember which ones I named them. I know they aren't actually named anymore, but whatever. Whatever, man. I also need to put string down here. I put string on everything else except for where it needs to be. And here we have one copper golem running. I need to build a pumpkin farm, perhaps in the next episode, perhaps in an episode after that, so that we could get more of these guys dying and so I can use their bodies. But yeah, this is where I keep all my stuff. It's getting disorganized. I don't know how to organize it. I forgot, guys. I forgot how to organize. It's impossible. We finally have shulker boxes, which are great, but you know. And then we have this elevator, which took a whole episode to make an elevator. Kind of embarrassing. No, we'll loop back. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Let's do that. Okay, so let's see. In here we have map room, which we can look at the map. This is basically our whole world right here, outside of the desert, which we can go look at here in a bit. But yeah, I really like our world so far. Down here, no, we'll go down there in a minute because I do want to do some other things. I'm trying to plan out how I'm going to do this in my head. Right here is the very first diamond we ever collected. The light turned off too fast. I can time this right. The very first diamond. Yeah. Worked hard for that. In here, the dragon head, which looks ridiculous front on, but whatever. And then this one, my mayoral ad. Oh yeah. Don't know what to put in these other ones, but we'll figure it out as time goes on. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Nothing's down here yet, but we're gonna get to it. This was a contraption I made as a prototype for an elevator. We're not gonna do that. I'm getting rid of that elevator. I need to replace the blocks here because they have been I've been having to dodge them for far too long. But this over here was the very first room we added. This was our super smelter, which I have not been using the redstone for in a hot minute. Because it's a lot easier to do it manually. What else do we have down here? This old machine. Did I have any kelp? This is a kelp farm. No, I don't have any in there right now. Kelp farm, which has been just super useful. No. See what I mean, guys? The world is breaking down. It hasn't stopped snowing. Everything sucks. We started out in this room right over here. This is my bedroom. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what do you want to say about that? That's where I sleep. Every night I go to bed and I sleep in that room. Up here, let's see. Iron farm. Gotta love that guy. He's a copper. He is a copper guy. We have some gray and blue sheep in here. Some of them are swimming. That's pretty cool. We get some cows that I got done mercilessly slaughtering for their skin so that I can make more books. Ugh. I had to do that a whole lot. I genuinely can't stand that. But I also get a whole lot from the hoglins and stuff. You know, a room that's been utterly useless is this room. Look at all those eggs in there. Remember how I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of eggs, chicken farm. I designed this myself. What is this doing? How does this benefit me? There's no way to get the eggs out. They just resupply and then we get more and more. I bet you the copper golem back there is dead too. Because he's been sitting back there for who knows how long. Goodness gracious. I think this is the third floor. We've got ourselves a bone meal farm that I need to fix because I broke it. Um, but it's pretty efficient. A room that I also have never used is the potion room. This is here for fun. I just wanted to build this. We got some chains here. Forgot to put those there. And it's lit by fire. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I like this room. One of my more recent rooms is the brick and terracotta room, which has been super efficient. I had to use this quite a bit for some of the episodes. Really fun to really fun to bake. This one was a good build. A lot of brain power went into it. I think what I like most about these rooms, this one's my favorite, is that there's no door that I have to close behind me. So I can just like walk in and then walk back out. We got Copper Golem here sitting here. It's like it's just a little friend. I like this room. I like this room a lot. Let's go up a little bit more. We have possibly the most efficient room, the sugarcane room. You just want to see how much. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot in there. That's still a lot. Yeah, I went AFK on this farm a whole lot. Getting sugarcane for paper for emeralds, and by golly, that thing is efficient. Best build so far. Up there's the tree farm. We've seen that a whole lot. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this wall. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. I gotta figure something out for that wall. I think this is the only one left that I haven't put anything in. Is that wall? And then we're done with this top half of the crevice, and then we can start working at the bottom. I don't know. I think I do know what I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I do know what I'm gonna put in there. Something to do with bees. If you know, you know. This is the path to our massive bridge that overlooks the entirety of Snowy Valley, which you can't see, but hopefully if we go get ourselves a little sleep over here on the other side. Come on. Yeah. Then we can see more later on. And here we got another. Oh, yep, this is the world with the loser. So that's the graffiti poster. Ah, well, that'll be fine. Out here we do have the graveyard from episode 37, one of my favorite episodes as well. At the empty grave right here. I don't know if you guys saw all the up close bits that I did, but I did write in each one, no remains, bury alive, bury alive, bury the hatchet, am a goner. You know, just classic. Because I did that bit where I went to Party City or Spirit Halloween for these. Dustin Ash. Is he dead? I'll be back. I genuinely don't remember writing that one. It's kind of creepy. Just in pieces. Yeah, you know, just goofy nonsense. Um, and then we have rows 1 through 4's graves, even though we still have rows 4. And then over here, of course, we have the mayor's house, which we're gonna stay out of these two houses just for story purposes, because I don't want to reveal anything, you know. I feel like that would be wrong to do. But I should probably we're gonna sneak into the mayor's house and get a quick nap real fast. That's what we're gonna do. Just don't look at anything. Don't look at anything. He's got a cactus. I don't remember why I gave him a cactus. He's not a very prickly fellow. Alright, slept through the thunderstorm. And yet, it's still thunderstorming. Yoink, yoink. Alright, let's see. Can we... How much of Snowy Valley can we see from here? Just the crane? Cool, perfect. That's all I wanted to see, you know, just the crane from the top. Ooh, it's been an hour. I feel like I've been rushing through this, but it's been an hour, guys. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna go see Spider-Man after this. I'm very excited for that. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. We cannot see anything more from up here. This game sucks. Yeah. Yeah, just know that Snowy Valley is down there. If we're not in a we're not in an enclosed location. Look, there's the crevice. Yeah. The rendering is so bad. I feel like part of it is on purpose though, because it's snowing. Just you wait until we start doing Java stuff more often. It's gonna be so much fun, so much better. No, no, no. Oh, oh, lordy. Okay. What else do we need to do? Down. What did I skip? What did I skip? I skipped some things on purpose. Don't remember. Let's see. You guys saw my nether portal. I don't know. Should we go to the desert? Should we go to the desert? Maybe. Maybe not? Well, okay. We're kind of gonna have to. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start upgrading my gear. I'm going to put this all up in here. Specifically my netherite shovel. That guy's not going anywhere. Okay, okay. Let's get feather falling onto one book, I think. Does that work for everybody? Yeah, it works for me. Feather falling, feather falling, feather falling 2. Feather falling, feather falling, feather falling 2. We lost the anvil. Okay. I have iron somewhere. We also need to grab the rest of the enchanted books. Can I fit them all in? No. There's no way I'm going to fit them all. Alright, let's go downstairs. Let's put one more book up. Ow. We gotta make some anvils. I feel like we're gonna use a whole lot of anvils. I've never broken an anvil before. That's a first for me. That is a first for me. While we're going down, we can go look at... Oh! I forgot about this. My farm. My farms, yes. And of course we have Christopher Douglas over here with his waterfall. We have my armor right here, which we're going to mess with here once we get a cleaner inventory. But for now, let's run all the way down here. Then we're gonna check out the nether here in a bit as well. But ow. But we have other things that I want to do, and there will be things leading us to the nether soon. Cross the river. Into Snowy Valley. Love all the cats that have started spawning around. Well, there was a cat there. Trust me, there was a cat there. Believe me. Believe me, guys. You have to believe me. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, let's fill our inventory with just enchanting books. Enchanted books. Yes, perfect, perfect. Just what I needed. This should be every enchantment that we're gonna put on my stuff today. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Actually, I think there's more in one of these houses, but I'm not gonna go get it because we don't have any more space. Where am I gonna put them? Let's walk across the beach this time. Doobie doobie doo. I went all the way over there to grab books, but not iron for some reason. Because I'm a fool. Do you have any iron laying around in here? Oh, yeah, I do. We'll come back for that. We'll come right back for that. I don't know how to do this. I realize that I'm kind of just freeballing this enchanting process. Um, you know something? We should probably make an anvil. Let's go down here. I don't have a... I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Okay. All that's in there. Let's go make an anvil. Let's go grab my armor. Yeah. Yeah. We're so intelligent. We're deeply intelligent. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. We're doing awesome. Gotta be very careful with this stuff. And then we have a crafting table in here. Trying to be most efficient with my time. Also, like looking at the time every once in a while because I do have to go to the movies eventually. You know. Please tell me these are actual iron bars. Yes, they are. I got worried that I grabbed the wrong thing. Grab like a quartz pillar or something. Now, I just made 6 anvils, which is an incredibly intelligent decision. Nobody judge me for that. 6 anvils. That's all we need, guys. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Let's go down here. Place 6 anvils. Where am I gonna put 6 anvils? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Love it. We need to take everything off, I think. We need diamonds, I think. I don't know how this thing works. I'm pretty sure we need diamonds to repair things, right? Let's go get like 4 diamonds. this one. We'll just grab a whole block of diamonds. That's what we'll do. It's actually... This is a lot of work that I just don't know how to do. Back up. Through here. To our room of assorted anvils. Ow. Okay. This is not where I want to go. This is where I want to go. Right. Put that up there. Put that... okay. How does this thing work? Am I meant to... Interesting. Interesting. How do I disenchant them? So if I put... Okay, so this already has protection 1 on it. Can I put protection 4 on it now? Okay, we can. We can. Good. Excellent. Great. Let's put unbreaking 3. Perfect. Thorns. Perfect. Unbreaking 3. And now we have to go to the nether. Let's go find a better chest. Surely there's a chest in here that I can use. What am I talking about? I have a chest. Ugh, come on. Sometimes I'm a little stupid. I have a room full of chests. Okay, we'll just so everything we'll need in here. I'm gonna lose so much track of these. And then I do need a sword. Where am I gonna get it? Where did I put my sword at? Oh, jeez. I've put things all over the place and now I'm losing track. This is embarrassing. 1 year. 1 year I have spent doing this. There we go. Hello, sword. Now, let me show you guys something. Down the stairs. Down, 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 down. We're gonna go through this nether portal. Just like so. End up in the nether. Just like so. Gonna run over here-ish. And then I believe if we jump through this nether portal, we should. Fingers crossed, everyone. Wrong place. This worked before, I swear. Where am I? Okay. I think it's further down. Yeah, this one right here. We'll go through this portal. And yes, the end. Okay. This took a minute. What's in here? Nice, nice. Lots of interesting things. I have to go deal with something really fast. Hold on. Sorry. They are doing construction outside, and I don't like it. I don't know if you guys can hear the dogs barking and the hammers being hammered, but oh, okay. Back in the end. Why does this feel like it's a different place where I usually spawn in the end? What in the world? Okay, let's be very careful. Climb down here. I hate this, 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 I hate this. Since I'm using joystick, this is a lot tougher than it should be. So that's why I'm really nervous on this. Um, I can't wait to switch completely over to keyboard. Little spoiler for the whole series: 65 episodes total. We're on episode 45, so 20 more episodes, guys. It's starting to get serious with like the storyline. Um, there's still gonna be there's a massive build coming up, but storyline wise, that's where it's gonna be at. Now we're here to get XP. I'd love for that to happen. Look at that little flare up there, little flare of purple. Perfect, perfect. We love that. Can we get the Enderman down here though? Where? Sometimes they really come and go with when they spawn. There they are. There they are. Perfect. A little bit more though. A little bit more. Two was cool. Two was cool. Can I have some more? More Enderman, please. This sucks. Is this fun stream content? Is this fun stream content? Very slowly killing Enderman and upgrading our gear. 1 year. 1 year we spent in this world. One whole year. That's crazy. I can't actually believe that because it feels like it's been a lot longer. Oh. I feel like it's been forever long. I don't know why. I'm gonna take that as a good thing though. Like I've enjoyed it so much that I've just been like chilling, you know. But I don't know. It's a good world. I've had fun in this. I just once I realized how bad Bedrock was compared to uh Java, it kind of became a little bit. I started missing Java, you know, especially since this is on the Nintendo Switch. Not a great place. Can't wait to switch completely over. Can't wait to switch completely over to my what's it called? Computer. Um, which oh, I was about to say something. You know what? You know what? This is a 1 year anniversary stream. I can do all of this off camera. And also, I'm really itching at the time because I wanted to do this for maybe like 2.5 hours at most. And this is shaping up to be a much longer process. So I might just say, oh, yeah, we did this all in a stream, and then have it be done off camera for episode 46. I think. I think that's what I'll probably do. We got ourselves up to 6 enchantments. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go look at a little thing right over yonder. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I've been talking this whole time. I don't usually talk with that much talk that much when I'm recording. So this is I just realized like, oh man, why is my mouth so dry? Oh, it's because I've done nothing but just talking. So we killed the Ender Dragon, which was the first time I've ever done that in my life. So cool. I We did that on stream. Genuinely thought that wouldn't actually happen. Genuinely thought I wouldn't be able to do that on stream. Considered giving up as soon as I started the stream. Ugh. I was gonna be different. I was gonna flood the entire end. Found out you can't really do that because the Ender Dragon breaks water blocks. How dumb. I wanted to flood the end. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say because that's a spoiler, and I'm gonna stop spoiling things that I'm gonna do. Am I going the right direction? I wonder. It's been a hot minute since I've been out here. Almost just lost it all. I am going the right direction. Looky here. I didn't bring any food. Look at this place. This is this is me. You can't tell because I've been graffitied, but this is a picture of me. This is my mayoral ad campaign. We're not gonna look at it a whole lot. I don't like how many Endermen are here. I don't know why they're all spawning here and not in my Enderman spawner, but whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. Says you can't touch water, you loser, Enderman. We're going back to the overworld now, because I don't like it. I don't like it in the end. I don't like it in the end. There's a reason it took me 31 episodes to get here. Because I hate it. Too many things. Too many things that want me dead. Doopy doopy doo. Anyways, what else do we have to do? Well, I want to show you a little project I've been working on. I've mentioned this project a couple times. It's a little thing called Murder Mire. It's a series that I made with 9 other creators, and it's 6 episodes. We're recording the final episode on the 4th, August 4th. However, the first episode is set to release around August 22nd. Fingers crossed, as long as everybody's okay with that. Release schedule for everybody's going to be a little bit different. But I'm planning to have full 6 episodes, for 1 episode for each session. It's a murder mystery. We're all playing different characters. I want to show you the first few minutes of my first episode, because I think it's really good and I enjoyed making it, and you're about to watch that right now. So without further ado, here is the first 5-ish minutes of Murder Mire, episode 1. Please enjoy it, or else. Okay. Hello, fellas, and folks. As you all know, my name is Graphite, but you can call me Lord Graphite for short. After a week of traveling together through dense, swampy forest, we finally arrived here in what will soon be a lively and exciting home for all of us. I'm sure you all each had your own reasons to accept the invitation I sent out to resettle this nice plot of land I recently purchased. Maybe to start a new life, maybe for a change of scenery, the call of adventure, maybe out of boredom, I don't know. But I know why I'm here. To help build and support this community so that we can become prosperous together. Yes, together I mean. Now, I do feel obliged to issue a brief warning. Obviously, our trek here and the environment around us is dangerous, so be careful.
Some of you might also know that the people who used to live here mysteriously disappeared many, many years ago due to some curse. But that's probably just a bunch of baloney. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, someone murdered Bobby last night.
What?
So
What?
yeah,
Finally.
one of you's.
Good.
He was such a
Thank
jerk.
goodness.
Yeah, at least
Yeah,
it was
not gonna
Bobby.
lie.
But
Well,
one of you
okay.
is a heartless killer. And believe you me,
Huh?
we've got ourselves a talented
Oh.
private eye who's totally gonna solve that mystery for sure, definitely. So until then,
Yep.
be careful.
Sorry.
And also, there's like a beast that eats people in the woods, so be warned about that. Anyways,
What?
now
What?
let's have a word from our randomly appointed mayor. Stompy, if you want to say a few words real fast.
Uh-huh.
Hello. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here. This is just, we're gonna make this town the most environmentally friendly town in the world, and I'm so proud of us for that. We're gonna live in concert with nature. I'm so glad all you guys are as excited as I am about that. So without further ado, yay!
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Murder Mire. Wow, how exciting! Wasn't that exciting? I'm really excited for that to release. I have the first 3 episodes edited and complete, and I've seen other people's episodes, their drafts. It's gonna be such a fun series. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to release it. Again, probably August 22nd. Scheduling this with a whole bunch of people is difficult, but we're working on it. And yeah, this is a project that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Since I guess stop emoting. Okay. I can tell you a little bit about how it kind of came about. You might have noticed there was a little bit of time where I tried doing life series. I did 2 of them. I wasn't able to make the finales for either of them though, so they kind of went nowhere. I left the videos on my channel just because I don't know, they're there. I put the time into editing them. Might as well keep them, right? But I just wasn't good at them. I've never killed anybody in a PvP in Minecraft, which is so embarrassing, but gotta own it, I guess. Yeah, it's I went through it. I didn't particularly enjoy it as much as I did watching the other life series videos by like Green and company. So I ended up kind of trying to diagnose what the issue is, what the issue was with how I went about it. I I looked at like what I enjoyed about those videos, and it was definitely the community aspect, but I also loved the tension. And then I looked at what I didn't like about playing the live series, and I think the biggest thing that I didn't like about it was the PvP. It just wasn't something that I was interested in or good at. So I didn't have a whole lot of pool to play it like that. Um so I thought about what could I do differently? How could I fix this problem? Eventually I wrote up this plan for a murder mystery game that I sent to my friend that I met through these life series. We met during a, what do you call it? An application round or something like that for a series called Solar Opposites. Sarah Gam, who has been in 2 of my videos before, uh, I think 2. No, she also plays Diane. She's the voice of Diane. For those of you who have been keeping up. But Sarah has been in 2 videos as herself, going through my my Zelda dungeons, the Sky Temple and the Desert Temple. So I sent her this document of here's my idea. It went a while without really doing anything. Then one day I just felt inspired. I asked her to help me build this town called Murdermire, and we tracked down. Well, I tracked down everybody. She just built the town, which was super awesome. I kind of helped on that, but most of the building went to her. Tracked down some people such as Journal, who's in my desert temple, and he helps a lot with getting a bunch of people like RDZ, Jigsaw, uh, Win City, and Liskia, who are kind of in the series. Um, and they've all been great. RDZ ended up, who I met through Journal. He ended up making a bunch of the textures and the stuff, all the fun little stuff we have for there's clipboards, there's mops, just fun little extra items. Since it's in Java, we can do things like that. Things can be fun in Java. I know you can probably do that in Bedrock. I just don't know how. I also don't know how to do it in Java, but RDZ explained it to me. And then the Wired Spider, he helped, of course. I met him on Reddit actually. He helped me with some of the redstone and some of the getting the resource packs to work. Super cool of him. He's gonna be in several more episodes. I don't think RDZ's been in any of my videos aside from voicing Director Stevens in the last 2. He will return, I believe, in episode 60. I just got done writing the script for episode 60, by the way. That one's going to be a massive episode. It was like 60 pages. So, whew, big. A lot of big things happening in that. Ugh, stretching, sorry. And that's episode 60 of this series, not episode 60 of Murder Mire. There's only 6 episodes of Murder Mire in my perspective. But then we got a bunch of people together, started recording this. It was so weird. I have a lot of social anxiety, so collecting that many people to begin with was very difficult for me. Talking to them was even more difficult. But the fact that I got all of these people together and just convinced them to be there, and then started yelling at them and telling them that I'm better than all of them, because that's the type of character that I'm playing in the series. I've decided to play a very narcissistic, pompous, rich guy named Lord Graphite. Um, and it's ridiculous. It's all for fun, but goodness gracious, the improv and the role playing it gets my nerves acting up, my anxiety. So it was very fun to record. A lot of fun with this series, and I think everybody's gonna enjoy it. Murder Mire, coming August 22nd probably. Um, but that's enough of that ad read. Let's we're pretty much done, right? Like we're future me is going to do the rest of the enchanting. We'll do that off screen. So that's just waiting for a bunch of things. What else? What else do we have to do? Like realistically, what else? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like we're just. It's stupid, 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 stupid. Oh, cheese. Jeez, not cheese. Well, that was stupid. That was stupid. Hello, Lucy. Hello, how are you doing? Where are you pointing at me? What are you... What in the world? Where are you pointing? Lucy, are you okay? What are you doing, Lucy? What the heck? What's she pointing at, Chad? That's funny. Uh, I don't think anything's this way. Just my super smelter. Alright, okay. I think she's broken. Oh no, poor Lucy, poor Lucy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. A funny clip from for the stream, right? Funny, yeah. Woohoo! Oh, I'm getting so good at this whole streaming thing, aren't I? For luck. Yeah. Well, that was we got armor, I guess. We got villagers. We did a tour. I'm about ready to go see Spider-Man. I was gonna go watch that in theaters, but where is it? Okay, we're just let's ignore that for now. Um okay. Oh, I'm actually kind of worried about this. Last time it was red, it led to stasis. Remember that episode 30? Um, what is happening here? What is happening here? Why is it? I'm so confused. That voice. That's what is happening? What is going on right here? What? Okay. Okay. Uh maybe I go get no. I can solve this. I mean, the only way to figure out who's calling me, you know? There's only one way to figure it out. What is happening here? All right. Well, like I said, there's only one way to figure out what's happening. Here we go.